Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Aries here with another video. This one is the question and answers, because Angela wants me to answer them. So I'm going to go ahead, hold on a sec, just to show you. My laptop right there. Yep. That says Angela is there. So, first question is, I told her I liked her ponytail. You know, ponytail or not, it's really cute. And by the way, you showed kind of an expressive anger in that one video that I really liked. About the smoothie and the stuff, you know. How many kids do I want? Well, as many as I can have. You know, I wouldn't mind several boys and several girls, like a farm type, not a farm type, how do you pronounce it? My family, my mother, she was born in North Dakota from a dad who was a farmer, and my mom, or my grandmother, my grandmama, who was a farmer's wife, and before that, she was a farmer's daughter. So, my grandmother had 7 kids. My great-grandmother had like 14 kids. So, as many kids as I can. And, well, let's see. Need a big house to raise them all? It depends. I can build a log house if I know what I'm doing in Montana and build it big enough. Or build several cabins and then, you know, etc. However, kids in their own cabin might be. So, I was thinking some land in, in Montana. Or there's ways of doing it. There is nice ways of getting decent houses that aren't that expensive. So, yes. How do I plan to raise my children? Well, that's a good question. I'll answer it. I plan to raise my children with the loving help of the mother, who's going to allow me to raise them properly. I don't believe in the way I was raised, and I'll tell you how I was raised so you can understand. When I was growing up, by the way, my TV's going, if you want to know, right there in the background. I need a bigger TV. But that's the spare that I have now. What I'm thinking about is simple. I'm thinking not like me, where I grew up as being, punished by a belt. I don't think using a belt on a child's rear is proper. I don't believe choosing your own willow switch on your backside is proper. I don't believe being pinned down and beat the heck out of when you basically call your mom because you're following your sister or your stepbrother by calling my mom a bitch or an a-hole or some other things when I didn't know what the words meant back then. So, on top of that, I think for punishment, timeouts or putting them in the room is fine, and grounding them, but not giving him dinner is wrong. Back in Aaron's day, he was grounded, no dinner. It was acceptable. Nowadays, you don't give your kid dinner, it's child abuse. So I want to raise my children with loving nurtureness. I want to read to them when they get old enough. I want to get them into books. I'm into fishing books at the moment, hunting books. I want to teach them, the art of hunting eventually, the art of fishing, fly fishing, spin cast fishing, bait cast fishing. I want to teach them that to be pleasant and polite to their mother. I mean, look at Abraham Lincoln. They have stories on him where he had to be very gentle with his wife, and he told his kids this. Abraham Lincoln, our president, because his wife, some say schizophrenia, but some say bipolar, and some said manic depressive, and others said other things, like multiple personality. Sorry. So, you got to be very gentle, and you want to raise the children to be very caring and understanding to their mother and their other parent, the father or mother, whichever they want to consider me, or what the mother of the children think. The biologic mother carrying the kid could teach their kids whether I'm a mama or a papa. Yeah. I also want to teach them no lying, no cheating, and no stealing. They come clean, you know. Yeah, so on that aspect, and I think punishing them, taking away like certain toys and stuff if they're misbehaving, that's fine, but not sending them to their room without dinner is wrong. Using a belt on them is wrong. Using a willow switch on them is wrong. I mean, heck, when we misbehaved in the car, my mom had eyes in the back of her head, and she'd drive one hand, wooden spoon on the other, and it was homing wooden spoon. Heck, we tried dodging it, we still got knocked on the head for misbehaving. So back then it was okay, but nowadays it's a form of child abuse. So, in my opinion, the children need to be nurtured properly without problems. So, with that said, I think that's the best way of doing things. I also want to spend Christmases and holidays and birthdays with them. And truthfully, I'd like to get my family started soon because, well, you know my age, and I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting older, and I'm already at 40% gray hair, and I'm ready to settle down. So, with that said, well, that's your answer there. Raising them, well, I want to teach them the art of splitting wood and etc. Doing things that teaching them even how to plant a garden, a vegetable garden. Stuff like that is necessary in the art of living. You know, so yeah, I want to teach them, nurture them, not do like 35 or 40% of the blacks abuse their kids if they get out of line. 35 to 50% of the Hispanics get out of line. They get beat too. I've seen it. I want to nurture them, and I want to let them embrace themselves. If I find one being gay or lesbian or transgender, so be it. I want them to be on their own path of righteousness and teach them the right ways of religion too. But my mom also said eventually that a child needs to find their own path. So if they go off the beaten path and eventually find Christianity again, it's fine. But my mom always told me to find my own path as long as it wasn't Mormon or Islam or Jehovah Witness. So, but I also want to teach them the Bible, the principles of the Bible. Teach them the Bible, read them the various Bible versions. Nurture their needs, their mind, their intellectualness. Alright, please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments in the box, and please add me as a friend if you like. Thank you and have a nice day.